Some more expressions. The first expression is to hear of, which means to be familiar with. An example, have you heard of a company called Apple? They make iPods and computers. I guess you must have heard of him, right? He's very well off. So that means I guess you must be familiar with him. He's got a lot of money. The third example, you must have heard of the new teacher. She is so fussy about how the students clean the classroom. It's a big surprise you haven't heard of Muse. They make great music. Our next expression is to hear about, which means to hear or to find out what has happened about an event, for example. Have you heard about Mark? He was injured last week really badly playing football. So you're referring to the events that he was injured. I'd be surprised if you hadn't heard about the big riots in London at the moment. They're all over the news. All we hear about on the news are negative things. And the last example, I was really happy to hear about the birth of your new child. Congratulations. The next expression, to hear from. This means to receive news from someone. I last heard from him about 12 months ago when he was travelling in India. So that's the last time you maybe got a message from him, or you spoke to him, you saw him, you received any news from him. Second example, if you hear from her, can you please let me know? I need to speak to her urgently, thanks. I would have heard from her sooner, but she lost her phone and with it my number. The last example, please let us know how everything is. We would love to hear from you all. The next expression, to go off. To go off has several meanings, so pay attention to the examples and I'll talk you through the different meanings. In terms of food, to go off means to go bad, so to pass its expiry date, so that you can't eat the food anymore. For example, don't drink the milk in the fridge. I'm almost sure it's gone off. The second example, again with food, I don't want to make a fuss, but the food smells like it's gone off. So it smells like it's gone bad. Another way you can use to go off is when you're talking about your alarm clock, for example, or whatever, an alarm you set on your mobile phone or anything like that. I get up as soon as my alarm clock goes off. I don't want to risk falling asleep again. And then in past tense, the alarm on my phone went off during school today and the teacher got very angry. He is so fussy. I'll move on to a few more examples when it comes to using to go off. You can use it in terms of a bomb, for example. The bomb went off in the city centre at 2 a.m, but fortunately nobody was hurt. I don't know if I should believe him. He says his gun went off accidentally. I'm going off the idea of doing business with him. He's so fussy. The one I just said, the third example, I'm going off the idea of doing business with him. He's so fussy. That means to stop liking something. You can go off an idea. So you can say, oh, I'm going off the idea of traveling this summer because I don't have much money or because I don't want to. So to stop liking something. The last example, several letters went off in the post this morning. We were very busy. If you say something went off in terms of a letter, it simply means it was sent, so to be sent. And I think that's everything for now, but do check back soon and I'll update very shortly. Thanks, bye bye.